Hello everyone, and welcome to another Gamers Advocate Freeview preview. I'm one of your co-hosts, Adam.
I'm Bill.
Hey, I'm Jack. Let's get excited.
Today we're looking at a game that I mentioned. Nah, not too excited. Today we're looking at a game called Don't Starve. And as you can see, we're going to be picking some characters. So it has a few different options, and they all have different abilities, like the gentleman scientist who grows a pretty incredible beard.
He grows a pretty incredible haircut, too.
Yeah, this game is all about not starving.
That's good. That's good.
But what is it about?
That's good to teach the kids. Look at this guy. He's like, hey, you dead son of a bitch, get up.
So apparently this guy's name is Maxwell. That's about all you know of him. And
there's a tutorial.
And that was it. Yeah, the game kind of just throws you in and is like, hey, try and survive.
I'm guessing you're gathering something so that you won't starve.
Yeah, so this actually isn't my first playthrough. I think I've died like 3 times because the whole hook of this game is that you have to try and survive as long as you can. As you see in the top right, there's a day and night cycle. There's your health, and then there's a stomach because you get hungry if you don't eat. Common sense. And
it's all about the anatomy. You're learning here, kids.
And it's all about, but it's more than that. It's about exploration. It's about discovery. It's about finding your way in impossible situations. And
it's about killing rabbits.
Exactly, as you'll see coming up shortly.
So it's like a Digi Pocket Pet, but it's on your PC, and it's a totally different thing.
Yes, totally different. But you can see this game is made by the people at Clay Entertainment. They've made games like Mark of the Ninja and Shank, which were really big hits on XBLA and the PSN network, and they're just great games.
I want to play Mark of the Ninja. I haven't tried that yet.
I was going to say I got shanked in prison once.
Poor guy.
Hey, you looked at me wrong.
But you can see it's got a very unique art style.
That was a sharp toothbrush.
Sorry.
It's got a very unique art style, and there's...
It does look very cool.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm running this game on a not so great laptop, so it'll run on most computers. And yeah, just as you can see now, I'm just collecting resources because you have to build fires to survive and cook food. You have to build traps. You have to build weapons. You have to build tools just to get all these different supplies. And there's the map.
I like how he's hopping along when he walks. He's like fun walking. He's like, woohoo!
We don't like to show maps for very long when we do these, do we?
No, we do not. Right now I'm mining for
rocks.
Different, flint and rocks, and that's what helps me make the tools like axes or hatchets or pickaxes.
This kind of has a feel like Minecraft. They just kind of drop you in. I mean, I know it's not blocky or anything else, and you're not like digging down or anything, but different art style, but just kind of you're in there, survive, gather resources, see what happens.
Yeah, and it is like Minecraft in the sense that you have to craft things and you can unlock different recipes and you can just build all these things, but you can't build like crazy castles or recreate video game sceneries or anything like that.
When you say recipes, can you make a good tuna noodle casserole?
No, but you can make some nice meat.
That's what she said.
I was playing Minecraft yesterday. I made a nice mushroom soup. I crafted me a wooden bowl.
Please tell me you brought that.
I didn't. I can only make virtual dishes, and they are delicious.
So yeah. So once again, back to actually the game we're playing. So basically, when you start this game, you really want to focus on getting food and getting supplies. So in this area, and each area is like a big circle. Like as you see if we show you more of the map sometime in a little here, that each little area is circles. So, and they have different terrains. Like there's rocky areas, there's swamp areas, there's more forest areas, and some have an abundance of food and some have very little food. And you have to just be very careful of where you're going and be aware of what type of environment you're in, or you're going to get stuck pretty fast.
You know what this looks like to me? It looks like it's just like Farmville in a twisted world. like Farmville in Purgatory or something.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. It's got kind of like a Grim Reaper type of vibe. But I was wondering, these circles, are they like biomes or like...
Yeah, exactly. That's actually exactly what they are.
Or like biodomes.
I guess I would say biome.
And you can dance if you want to.
Yeah, you can see right now I'm setting a trap, and then I'm baiting a rabbit with a carrot. How original.
Quick map.
Is Pauly Shore in this?
Quick map.
Unfortunately not. Yeah, so you could kind of get a better sense of what it is. And see, I put that trap down, so I'm going to explore a little bit more and then come back later when hopefully I caught something.
Okay, do you have to harvest the hair gel for your guy's hair?
All right,
probably grease because he hasn't showered in a long time.
Nice.
One more reference. Safety dance. Boop, 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 boop. All right.
Thank you, Jack, for that.
Can
So-
you catch those red birds?
You can, but they're pretty tough to catch. Because I found a little trick with the rabbits. Because if you get too close to them, they're going to run right back into their hole. But if you find a rabbit that's kind of far away from the hole and you approach them from the hole, then you can get them pretty easily. But the birds, they just fly away. But you can build bird traps, you can build bug traps, you can build bee traps, anything like that.
You said approach him from the hole. Just point that out.
Quick,
You
Matt.
guys are sick. And you can see, okay, so now this is like dusk, basically. So you have about, I don't know, 20 to 30 seconds to just get ready for nighttime. Now, in
You got
this,
to put on like your PJs and stuff.
pretty much. So in this case, night is very dangerous. Like the screen literally is pitch black. Like you can't even see your character when it becomes nighttime. So you need to build a fire.
Well, yeah, there's no streetlights in Purgatory
That's probably-
Farmville.
That's probably one of the biggest parts of the game is like building a fire. And
Yeah, exactly. Because first of all, it keeps you safe, which you'll see. I try and venture out to show you that there's some monsters out there. But it also helps cook your food. It gives you a light source so you're not just standing there in the dark. And also, like I said, if you venture out, you're going to get attacked. So it's kind of your safety net. So as you can see right now, I'm building a fire. And there's actually options to build bigger fires and safer fires and different things like that. But right now, there's my fire. And then you could add fuel, like you could add logs or pine cones or different things like that to keep the fire going.
Yeah, how long would that take to burn out if you left it alone right now?
Probably a minute or so.
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty quick.
gotta feed that fire.
Yeah, you can see now it's just
like
it's
fire's
pitch
like a
black.
heroin addiction.
Yeah, and right now I'm cooking the food, so it makes it a little easier to eat. And then that's gonna fill up my little hunger meter on the right side, as you can see.
Why can't you just go to Taco Bell?
I don't think they have those in Purgatory.
Well,
So
then-
here, now I'm gonna go exploring, and then he's like, "Oh, it's so dark."
That's danger.
So your guy's a genius, is what you're telling me.
Pretty much.
He's really.
And then he's like, "Whoa!" Oh, and there we go. See, that took out more than half my health.
That's
like,
messed up.
Like you don't even know what is out there, but you cannot venture out. Now you can build torches, so you can go explore a little more in the nighttime if you're running low on food or supplies. But actually, one of the things to note about the scientist is that while he can grow a magnificent beard, he cannot start fires at nighttime for some reason. So one of my previous playthroughs, I actually died because. Yeah,
I saw
exactly,
that.
exactly. I was showing them before an episode of the podcast, and I actually did die because I couldn't make a fire at nighttime.
It
So
was
it was really
awesome.
sad.
So right now you're basically like sweating it, like, oh my god, my fire's dying. I gotta feed it. There's monsters out there. Oh.
Yeah, exactly. And you'll see later in this demo that I made you can make like a kind of a mini bed, and you can just skip night altogether, which is kind of a nice feature.
Well,
You should probably do that. I don't know. Yeah.
can you make your fire close to a bunch of trees so it's easier to chop down wood?
Yeah, for sure. And also, like you when you
Instead
chop
of
down
the
trees.
Ocean.
Yeah, when you chop down, I wanted a nice ocean view. Okay.
That's probably property.
You
worth
wanted a
lot of
beach party, but if you got it, it's like survival.
That property's probably worth a lot of money.
Actually, I really like the water how it is. It's like a nice like paper book story. So yeah, I'm kind of giving you a look at some of the things you can craft. Like there's all different kind of traps. You saw the straw roll on the bottom, which is your bed. Now the backpack is very important because it gives you obviously more slots. Yep, now I made it to day 2.
Go get bacon.
Exactly. So now I'm gonna kind of head towards the next biome now, but I'm
Quick
gonna
map.
yeah. But along the way, I'm gonna pick up more supplies because pretty much every day you really need to make sure you have supplies for fire because if without fire, you're pretty much dead.
What
But
about your trap?
yeah, oh yeah, the traps too. But also a good thing to note is that these, like if you saw at the beginning, the different characters have different abilities. Like the girl, she can start fires at nighttime, but cannot grow a beard, unfortunately. And you unlock different characters as you progress.
I think I'd take that trade-off, beard for fire.
Yeah, they get itchy.
Yeah, but another thing to note about this game is when you die, you lose everything. Like you lose all your supplies, you lose everything, but you keep the score on top, which is science points. You'll see soon I'm going to create a thing called a science machine, and you can research and get more points to craft better things. And you get to keep those recipes and your points, but you lose all your supplies, you lose all the map, you start here all over again. but you get experience points to unlock different characters and different things like that. And it's kind of like a Demon Souls in a sense where death is a learning experience because the next time you're much smarter.
That's cool. I like science.
Yeah, and also like I have an axe, so it's good for chopping out trees, but for fighting, it's very tough to fight because your health gets taken down really quickly. But you'll see later on I'm going to be building like a spear and like a suit of armor, so it makes fighting a lot easier.
Nice.
I know you were fighting spiders in the last one you were showing us, and you built a spear, and they're still pretty good enemies.
Oh yeah. I mean, things will kill you pretty quick in this game. You have to be very careful.
If you build a trap and you catch something in it and you just leave it there, will it just die in the trap?
I don't think so. I haven't tried that out, but like if you catch a rabbit, then I think you saw, then you just put it right back on the ground and it's kind of like destroyed, and then you just chop it up into little pieces.
So basically you have like this happy little world and you're just ruining everything in it.
Yeah, pretty much. That is actually very true because
The
you're
human
just
condition at its best.
you're taking resources all out of this place.
Quick map.
And also it's
Quick map.
Quick map. And so there are ways where you can kind of settle down because there's farming plots and there's other necessities that you can build so you can not have to search for food all the time, but we'll get to that later.
You can like build yourself a society, get yourself a woman, raise some kids.
Or one of those rabbits.
Yeah. And actually I'm not sure because I've got to day 20 and so I haven't experienced all that much this game has to offer. And also I guess another important thing to note is that this game is in beta right now. And it runs really well, but they're continuing to add features and things like that. And it's coming out, I think, in March. But for $11.99 on Steam, you can buy this game, and you also get a friend code, so you can give a free code to one of your friends.
Friends. Quick map.
Am I your friend?
Sorry, you lose.
Oh.
So after looking at this game, like, does it seem similar to Minecraft minus the building at all? Just like crafting wise and things.
Not. Well,
better.
kinda,
Looks a
but
lot better.
it's a lot different. I mean, I don't know if you could really make the comparison. And plus, Minecraft has a totally different feel and
I
vibe.
just kind of think it's the same because like they have the night and day cycle, and you have to be careful at nighttime and protect yourself. So yeah, now you're gonna see that I am in like a rocky area.
Dude, you left that
And here's some
trap
Tallbirds.
way back there.
I know, man. I don't like
What the
traps.
F is that?
That's a Tallbird. It's called. They have eggs, and they will chase you.
They also have balls, it
Yeah.
looks like.
If you take one of their eggs, they chase you for a very long time. But if not, they'll just chase you for a little bit.
No, there's actually I saw those in War of the Worlds and also
No
Half-Life. Half-Life, those big
Yeah.
ones.
Now it's kind of like the enemies, like they'll chase you, but you're pretty much faster than all the enemies that I've encountered. So if you run around for a while, usually they'll stop following you. So I don't know if they're going to change that, but I mean it's nice because you don't die as easy. But
Except for at night, whatever you run away from at
Yeah.
night really like punches you right in the face.
exactly.
So what's the end game and all of it? I mean, I know you said you got to day 20. Is there more challenges later?
Oh
Do you
yeah, for
build
sure. Like one of my friends, well actually Jesse, who works with us, he got to level like 58, I think. So he was fighting some like queen spider and doing all these crazy things, and he sent me a picture of like a very well developed like farm area that he built. So I mean, there's a lot of different things you can do.
That sounds pretty cool.
I think
So it is Farmville.
Yes.
sometimes I don't know. We haven't really gotten into this, but games are like going to a point where there is no end point. Kind of more and more downloadable stuff, more things to do, just more and more and more and more.
Yeah, and one thing I really love about this game, and it's actually an article I'm going to be posting soon, is that like this game they just throw you in. So like half the experience of this game is experiencing the game. Like you don't know anything going out. Like they don't hold your hand. They just drop you into this world and say, figure it out. Like, figure it out. Like, we're not going to tell you what to do. You need to figure it out yourself or you're going to die.
It's going to get dark soon, it looks like.
Yep.
Which is pretty cool, but also on the other hand, yeah, the games are well developed with like really good plot lines. And not to say this isn't compelling, but there's definitely no character acting or anything like that. But
yeah, for sure. So I'm just trying to get as far as I can before I settle down for the night. And I'm in a forest area, and this one's different because this is one of those forest areas where there's not as much food around. So luckily, I have some stockpile of like carrots and some berries, so I should be okay.
Going vegan tonight, huh?
Yes, sir. And you see that there is kind of a makeshift road that kind of leads you to the next area, so you can always follow those to kind of know where you're going.
and just so if you guys didn't know, you're supposed to take a shot every time we quick map. So just do that.
Every time he goes to that map, drink up.
mean, a shot of wheatgrass.
Of course.
Healthy. Keep it
lifestyle.
healthy.
Also vegan.
Right. Or water.
So what I'm building now is a rope. So these are different mechanics or different items you can craft that help you craft other things. So this is the straw roll. So now you're going to see that night is about to begin, but I'm just going to go to sleep, and then night is over.
Well, why didn't you do that before?
Because I didn't have enough materials.
Jeez, get
So
on
do
that.
you have to build a whole different one to do it again?
Yeah, apparently those beds biodegrade pretty quickly.
Jeez, man, you should get a Tempur-Pedic.
That would be nice.
It's got like a 20-year warranty, dude.
You know, I saw a commercial for that, and I like that.
I have one.
Ooh,
I like it.
somebody's fancy.
I took a loan out of my 401k several years ago to get one.
Yeah, those things are pretty nice. I bet you this guy wishes he had one of those.
It won't be paid
Wish
off
he had
till
like
September.
a Tempur-Pedic Ergo. How about that?
That'd be cool. I want one that you can like lean up and like, oh, I'm gonna watch the game, and then drop back down. Right.
So now you'll see that I'm kind of in a swampy/forest area, and there's some monsters in the deep that you don't really want to attack.
Your shoes are gonna get muddy.
Why don't you just like build a gun or like a Jeep or something?
Maybe eventually. Maybe when we get into Call of Duty land. Hey, there's a frog.
Eat it. Eat that frog. Get him now. Chicken.
And you'll see, yep, there it is. There's like, it's like octopus that just come out and swing their tentacles
This
at
is
you.
a little rude.
I like how he has a giant head.
Yeah, it's nice. And you haven't even got to see his magnificent beard yet. You could
Sure as
actually,
hell can't wear a hat.
I know. You could actually build a razor to shave the beard once the beard is there.
So I don't get it. I mean, the girl can light fires at night, but you get a beard. I mean, is that anything
magnificent.
else? That's it.
That's it. Well, he's the starting character. I mean, that's why you unlock characters with better things.
Ah, better abilities, nice.
And I don't know any of the other characters because I haven't unlocked them yet, but I'm sure they'll have better abilities, as it were.
That's why this isn't a preview. It's not like a spoilerville.
Yeah, because I don't want to spoil too much because, like I said, a lot of the game is exploring. So kind of give you a nice little hint of what to expect and some little pointers so when you start this game, you won't waste your time.
Just a little taste. A 33-minute taste.
Exactly.
He ought to build a car.
But he's got to stay in shape.
That's what I was saying. A Jeep Wrangler. You know, that's a quality vehicle.
I mean, seriously, even Toyota Celica would be nice.
Hey, I'd go for a Prius at this point. So what are you doing? You're just kind of running just to run?
Yeah, because like I said, this is probably my third or fourth playthrough, so I know kind of where I'm going. I'm actually headed to an area that has these animals called Beefalo. I think you saw last time. They're like big ox type animal, and they, surprise, go to the bathroom, and you could use their manure as fertilizer to build crops.
Or you could just go to Beefalo Wild Wings. And
Exactly.
you don't have to go through shit.
I like
to get what
you'll
you
see.
want.
I don't want to spoil it, but anyway, we'll see it when it comes. But their poo, can you also burn it for fuel? Because I hear poo is excellent.
Yes, I don't think I do that, but I think you can.
Can you also use
Excellent
it for
fuel
fertilizer
source.
to make a nice little garden? Oops. Did I
Yes.
say that out loud? Sorry. No, I meant to just think that.
See, there's my trap. I still have it.
Anything in it?
I put some carrots in it. That'd be cool if you could catch Bugs Bunny.
Well, that's awesome if you're trying to trap carrots. Quick, Matt. Drink up.
You can see now I've like re-angled the camera, which is a little confusing at first, but it's okay.
Quick, Matt. Starting to look like a ding dong.
Oh, and there's your first glimpse of a beefalo.
Oh, let's see. They're hilarious. Like, whoop.
Yeah, they're like, what is going on? And there's some manure. And so these guys, I mean, you don't really want to mess with them as much, but they're peaceful enough unless you start attacking.
Do they get mad if you take their crap?
No, I don't think they're too partial to that.
I like how they freeze like deer. Like, oh, if I don't move, he won't get me.
They have to. They only sense movement. Those big bearded dudes.
They're like T-Rexes. So you got your poo. Now what are we doing?
Now we're just getting some more supplies. Like I'm actually building towards being able to get a spear and a thing called a log suit, which is the armor.
Well, what are you getting different that makes it so you can get that?
Well, it's just different materials. Like I think the log suit, you need some rope, which you need to make with grass, which is what I'm getting. And then you have to Oh, poor guys. So this is a very good area to kind of settle down at and have kind of a home base, because there's a lot of food, like a lot of rabbits and birds and the beefalo.
Will that stuff?
I don't see any milk and honey.
Will that stuff regrow that you cut down?
Oh yeah, the things regrow after a day or two.
Sweet.
I kind of want a pet beefalo. They look kind of fun.
Well,
You start like a forest fire because that looks pretty dry. That was grasslands.
Not that I know of, but anything's possible.
I don't know if you'd want a pet beefalo. Look how much that stuff, those things crack.
No,
Yeah,
you
there's a
should-
lot.
I'd like saddle them and ride them.
That would make travel a lot better.
That scares me in many ways.
No, just like Star Wars, like you know,
Ride the beefalo. I
ride
see
the
what
beef.
So now I'm finding an area.
I'd
that-
eat them.
okay.
I'd eat them.
Yeah, they probably have a lot of meat.
Ride them, eat them. I don't know, whatever.
Might as well chop down a tree, get my nightly workout in.
Hey, you better get that fire started.
And also, you can see that my axe. You can see on the bottom that the axes and the tools degrade over time as you use them. So you have to rebuild them when you get out.
How do you rebuild the axe? You get like iron ore or something?
You need, I think it's 1 flint and 1 twig.
Oh, didn't you know that's what axes are made out of? One twig and a flint.
Duh.
Duh, you put them, smash them
this is
together,
like,
and you
this,
get an
this
axe.
crafting is like totally inaccurate.
Yes. So now I'm making a science machine. This is how you get those research points on the top. And you research, like you can research gold, you can research any of the items you get, and some give you more points, some give you less points. And this is how you craft better weapons, better items, better farm plots.
Are you like Orson Welles? You're just gonna like, climb into that science machine and then go into the future or
This
something?
is,
I
what,
wish.
this is what Nikola Tesla did. First, he had twigs and flints and made axes. Next thing you know, time travel.
Science machine.
It's
Do you just start with the science machine, or like
you have to
craft
build it. You have
what
to
do you
craft
build
it.
it out of? Like flint and twigs?
hay and a carrot.
I think you need some gold, you need some
Of course you
twigs,
need
who
some
knows.
gold. You need a carrot and one
You can
rabbit.
see the gold gives
and
you a
some
pretty
poop.
good gold gives you a pretty good amount of research points, so you can get some nice stuff.
How many research points do you get for the poop?
Probably not very much.
Stupid beefalo.
I do like the noises; they're kind of cool.
Yeah, it actually reminds me of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, like this kind of like the.
Are we gonna get to see you die in this one?
You will not get to see me die. I almost die. There's some pretty funny stuff coming up, but I survive.
Yeah, when does this game get good?
Ouch. So mean.
It's like Farmville without the excitement.
No,
I'm just
So
kidding.
I
I'm
just
kidding.
built an alchemy machine, which is like the next step up from the science machine, so you can build better stuff.
Did you make that out of a tree or?
Who knows what it is? But now I'm building. This is farming. So this is a farm plot you make, and you can plant seeds and grow them. And you could they grow on their own, but if you put some crap on it, it grows quicker.
you always gotta. It seems like you always gotta gather, and you gotta like just move. So I mean that's probably kind of the compelling part. The day-night cycle, being hungry, getting hurt.
Oh yeah, there's always something to kind of be aware of, because you got to be aware of your hunger. Then you got to be aware of like fire, and then enemies that later on are a lot more aggressive. As you can see, I made some nice produce.
Now, what do you mean a lot later on? Like after you level, after you gather more supplies, the game kind of level like.
Well,
leveled up?
it's like because you progress on the game. So as I go into different biomes later on, they get more advanced and there's more dangerous. So like that's kind of how like the difficulty goes by the different areas you go to.
So as you keep moving away from where they start you.
Yeah, exactly. So they're like impromptu levels, you can call them.
That's cool. Challenge zones,
Yes, sir.
biodomes.
Oh, look, I'm gonna go make some science. Just
Yay
get
for
some
science.
Grass. I can make science out of grass too, but it's not legal in this state.
How sad.
Now we're in Colorado, aren't we?
Yeah, see, now I'm building rope because I'm going to be, preparing for battle with
rabbit.
something.
I want to see rabbit murders. I don't know why. That's terrible. Sorry, Thumper.
A lot of grass. And the birds also sometimes drop seeds when you scare them, which you can also eat as well as plant. They don't give you as much food, like levels, but you still get a little bit.
I see like I mean, I get the whole hopping, but does he have like a weird like? Does he have rickets?
He's a jaunty little chap, isn't he?
He is jaunty.
He's got protein deficiency from eating all these carrots.
That's
and
right.
hay.
You're supposed to eat the whole rabbit.
Matt,
Or
drink
you
up.
Yeah. Because you get like protein poisoning.
Yeah, probably.
You gotta eat it all.
I think I'm going to get some more
Quick, man.
trees.
Drink.
That's a little Survivor Man tip for all you people who are out there in the wilderness.
Man
What?
vs. Wild's better.
What about dual survival? That's a pretty
Yeah,
good
that
show.
show's pretty good too.
I like that.
They're all fake.
They got Cody Lundeen.
You're
Oh wait,
fake
no,
too.
Storage Wars is fake. Never mind.
Storage Wars is bad.
What
Like the
about,
original.
what about
was
Amish
good.
Mafia? I heard that's fake too.
It is fake.
I've never seen it. How does Amish Mafia make sense?
So
Who
does
knows?
that Breaking Amish is fake too. Those people they used have been out of the Amish thing for years, and but Storage Wars was bad. The producers actually bought stuff.
They plant stuff in there.
Yeah,
That's
they-
why
they
they have a
bu-
different thing to like check out every week.
They-
Like a
they-
different doodad.
They literally bought like expensive antiques and put them in these things, and then like, oh, look what's in there! Surprise! That's horseshit. Sorry.
Everyone likes it. It's just a show. I mean, we all knew reality shows were fake, anyways.
What? I didn't know that.
Entertainment's phony.
What?
It's fiction.
So anyway, back to this lovely
The only
game.
one that's not Deadliest Catch. That's real.
Yeah, that is real. That stuff's crazy.
No, they quick Matt. They can edit it any way they want.
When people start to actually die, you know, that doesn't.
All right, so
Something.
now
What just
you're
happened?
back into
Yeah.
Don't Starve. I'm using my spear and my log suit to attack some spiders. So when you attack their base, they come out and they're like, "Hey, what you doing, man? I don't want
They
that."
do not like that.
Yeah, the spear and the log suit make it a lot easier. And now you can build silk, you get silk, which helps you build more traps, and monster meat, which do not eat or you will die. Because I died once by eating monster meat. But also, an important thing to note
Given.
is when you put on the log suit, you have to drop your backpack. So you have to make sure to get your backpack or you lose all the stuff that's in your backpack.
That's kind of weird. You think you could put a backpack over a log suit?
You would think so, but I guess not.
Well, I've never worn a long suit before.
I hear they're pretty useful. Now I get a little bold, and you'll see what happens.
I played with Lincoln logs once. That was fun.
But did you wear them?
I thought I'd make like a suit out of them. I didn't have enough. I was a big kid.
All I could ever do with Lincoln Logs is make the same damn house, built the exact same way. That's it.
And so now you see that, you know what, Beefalo look like they might have a lot of meat. So maybe I'll attack one.
Oh, you're gonna f up.
Maybe that's a huge mistake.
So this guy looks like he's all by himself to the left, and I'm like, I think I'm going to be bold.
Bold and
Let's see if this
beautiful,
was a
you
smart
bearded
choice.
beast.
I'll bet it's a bad choice.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus. Run, dude.
They
You
all
guys
get
are
really
pissed
mad.
They have
off.
a herd mentality. They have a herd mentality.
It's the running of the Beefalo.
Run.
I'm like, oh, my God.
Look at those faces.
I know, they get so mad.
They have a lot of nice looking teeth, though. Look at those pearlies.
It's good to know that friends stick up for each other, though.
Yeah,
Chase
they
you around the whole freaking world.
hate your guts. That must be the one you went after. Oh, you forgot.
He's like, oh, wait, what happened?
Now we're friends again. I'm glad you guys could like run it out.
That's kind of quick, Matt. That's kind of good to know that Beefalo are forgiving creatures.
Yeah, see, they're friendly enough.
That was a huge mistake on your part, though.
Yeah, but maybe I'd do it again.
Yeah. Maybe if you had like a dynamite. Oh my god.
So
And
you're
now-
you're a quick learner with all that science you're building,
Yes, exactly.
and now it's gonna get dark. Good job.
I know. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die right now. This is horrible. And the worst part is, like, last time that, like, the Beefalo, after a while, just stopped chasing you. But I don't know if there's a glitch, but there's this one who's just super pissed and does not stop. So I'm like, holy crap, I'm not going to get to build a fire.
That's a pissed off looking Beefalo.
Yeah.
Like, I think he wants to forget, but then he's like, I remember.
And he's like,
He probably has
take,
like an aggro radius, and you're not like leaving it.
he's probably like,
Okay.
quit taking my poop too, dude.
And you're hungry, and it's dark.
I know. I'm like, okay, I'm screwed.
He's still mad.
I
You
know,
tried
this
to
guy
only,
will not
you only
give
tried
up.
to kill him twice.
Right.
You better jump in the water. I'll bet they don't swim.
I don't think I swim either.
Well, that's
Have you
because
tried to jump in yet?
Now I lured him away, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going after you, you son of a biscuit. And I win.
Wow.
Death,
God.
I'm like,
Very
holy crap,
nice.
build a fire, build a fire, build a fire.
death of the Beefalo.
Wow.
Nice
Some
save.
excitement.
I know, with like 5 seconds to spare.
Wow. Now you got enough beef to feed you for months.
Yeah, I was so sure that I was gonna die because, like I said, this guy can't build fires at nighttime. So I was like, you know what? I need to just fight this guy, or I am done.
This is a messed up world this dude lives in.
I know, and he has no friends. It would be
Look at
kind of
his
cool if
hair.
there was some co-op in this game. I wonder if they're working on that.
There ain't a whole lot of honeys out in the wild, so.
But there is honey.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, as you can tell, that I left my backpack in the field of Beefalo because I could not get it. So that's going to be my mission first thing in the morning. But yeah, right now I can't carry all these things, so I had to drop a few things while I pick up some more important stuff.
Does the backpack appear on the mini map, or do you have no idea where?
I don't think the backpack does, but like different traps and your science machine do.
Wow, so they kind of screw you over.
Yeah, but luckily I remember where it is. I'm just hanging out by the fire, singing Kumbaya.
Are you telling yourself ghost stories?
Yes, they're pretty scary.
You think with that science machine, it'd have a locator beacon on there or
I
something?
know. What kind of science machine is that? Or like to teleport you back or something?
Something like GPS, so it'll link up to the cell phone towers.
Exactly. But also in this game there's some magic elements. Like there's a thing you can craft to resurrect yourself if you die, which is kind of nice.
Can you pull a rabbit out of a trap?
Yes, you have seen me do that.
That's magic.
So what do you sprinkle on yourself to resurrect yourself?
Yeah, I don't even know. I haven't built it yet.
I guess you just take like,
Probably a flint and a carrot.
you just crush up like Viagra and sprinkle it on yourself.
Yes, sir.
No, that's a get up, not wake
And
up.
now you
Oh.
see I'm going to reveal my magnificent beard to you all as day 5 shows itself.
But I heard they give you like resurrections.
Haha.
Not beards.
No, sorry. My bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the magnificent beard.
Nice.
And it gets super like ZZ Top long.
Like, why'd you get the beard again? I forget.
He's got legs.
It's got a magnificent beard, you know?
I still don't get it. I still don't get it.
It's just something funny they threw in.
Quick map.
He's wildery now.
What?
Yeah, I was
Quick
changing the
map.
I was changing the camera by accident. All right, now I'm not going to attack any Beefalo because that's
That
scary.
would, yeah, that'd be smart. Quick map. Be smart.
I'm just
Quick
going
map.
back to get my book pack, my backpack.
And some poop.
Dee 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 dee. Boop.
I'm not a fan of these like dead grass areas.
But yeah, but they're good.
There's
for
lots of
manure and
poop in
stuff.
them.
So yeah, so that's
Killed all the
this.
grass,
This
all
is
the
this is
nitrogen
kind of the
rich.
end of our Freeview preview, but it's a really fun game. It's got a lot of exploration, a lot of crafting, a lot of cool things to find out. So I highly recommend it to anybody out there.
It does look cool. I hope it comes out on Xbox Live Arcade.
Maybe one day. See you guys later.
See ya.
Signing